Hey, I'm CNET's Chris, and I'm standing here beside Canary. This is the all-in-one home security device that did quite well on Indiegogo about a year and a half back. Now, the big question here is, how is Canary doing? Because back in January, it didn't seem like the device was quite ready for prime time. Testing it out now, it runs pretty smoothly. It's pretty easy to use the app, it was pretty easy to get it set up, and the camera works almost all the time. But one thing I wasn't pleased with as I dove back into my test with this thing was that there still isn't an auto alarm function. You want this thing to sound the 90 decibel siren as soon as it sees someone enter your house in the middle of the night, right? Well, the reason for that is because the thing is really sensitive. We ran it here in the office for a few nights, and we have lights that go off on a staggered schedule. It would pick up each one of those lights going off and send me an alert saying, hey, I see something, and I'd say, no, it's just a light going off. Now, that's kind of a good thing. You want this thing to be able to catch the smallest detail, but you want it to be able to differentiate between irrelevant data and actual threats. And Canary is supposed to learn, but Canary hasn't really picked up on those differences yet. The Canary team tells me that takes a couple of months, so you'd have to spend a lot of time just tagging these video clips before you'd ever expect to see any sort of improvement in that sensitivity, which, by the way, you can't adjust. This means that when Canary sees something while it's armed, it's going to send you an alert on your phone and leave the decision to turn the alarm on up to you. Another big problem is that I never received notifications when Canary went offline, when the power went out. So this means that if someone unplugs it before the alarm gets raised, it's basically blind and dead, and you don't get that alert and you don't get that video logged in your Canary app. Watch what happens. I'm going to pull my app out here and arm the device. The light at the bottom turns green there. That tells you that it's armed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wave my hand in front of it here and trigger that motion sensor and then yank this cord out real quick. And you see my phone doesn't give me an alert. My phone doesn't say, hey, your Canary's offline suddenly. If someone were in the middle of burglarizing my home, I'd have no idea. All in all, this device is still not as thorough an option as I would want to protect my apartment. I'd rather have the iSmart Alarm My Camera Keep, I'd rather have Drop Cam, I'd rather have the Piper NV, which did very well, doing basically the same thing that Canary does. Given all those other options for cameras right now, I just don't think this is the one that you want. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of our smart home reviews here at CNET.com. For CNET Appliances, I'm Chris.